2 seed in the playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Buckeyes offense begins this game backed up. That was not a good return. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. This, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
Second down play coming up. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31. And now from the pistol formation. There's the handoff. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down. Really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. Just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw yet again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. On the 10th play of this opening drive, it's third and short. Quick throw caught on the left side. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Red Raiders hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
There's no one to throw to there on third down. And now it's a fourth down coming up. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. Coverage team brings down the returner. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Getting set. Here's second down. And the wideout goes in motion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
I really like the throw here, Chris, but the fake off the play action was just as effective. You saw the second-level defenders freeze for a split second, and that helps open those passing windows.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense adds 6 points. That is a game-changing play by this defense.
Oh, game-changing. The momentum now is on their side. They've got confidence that they can finish this game off and get a win. If they do, we're going to remember this play right here.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Extra point try coming now. And it's good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That pass is caught. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Empty backfield, offense spreading the field to 5 wide. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw to his receiver. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He finds the running back in the flat. He's found some room at the 45. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. Early on, it's a fun battle to go to the national championship deadlocked at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looking to throw it again. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down. Excellent field position here for the offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Caught behind the line. It's Torres. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Red Raiders come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he finds his tight end for the catch. He'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. The pocket breaking down. Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Here's the throw deep downfield. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Trying for a 4th down completion. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He stopped just short of that first down marker. Inches away from it. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. Here comes a handoff. Fighting off the defender. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Receiver in motion now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Finds an open target on the left side.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
An important third down attempt for this offense. And he picks up the first down, tackled up to 32.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
On second and goal, they hand it to him again. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. First down here, time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. A short completion of the tight end, and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Red Raiders looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Torres. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. He did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He flips it to the back across the middle. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. Looking to throw again. Bringing pressure. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
He's brought down, but that strong, stiff arm helped him to a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the grab. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
And it's picked off in the end zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Now rolling out to his left. Escapes the pocket. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
On the run here, lets it go. Off target with the throw, incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Just trying to get rid of it. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. So on 4th down, the decision is to try out the field goal team. Distance will be 23 yards at chip shot. And it's good right down the middle.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. The shotgun running play call. Finds room at the 30. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And looking for a big play here. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
The returner is brought down. It's a start on the next drive. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now.
Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
Just a really good job by the corner here recognizing this wide receiver screen because he was so quick to react. When the receiver makes the catch, he's right there to make that tackle.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, that one's picked off. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
The Red Raiders come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. He's picked for a third time tonight. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will give the offense the football at the 46. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 21-10. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The game moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. They'll give it to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker. Pass caught. Second down now. And the quarterback dropping back. And the completion made. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Buckeyes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Now it's second down here.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on fourth down. Ball handed off. Moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Can't reach the goal line. They tackle him inside the 5. Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's a crucial touchdown for the offense, adding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
He'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Play action here on first down. Trying to extend the play. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They stop him right at the 24. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's a short completion at the big tight end.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? First down, looking to throw the football. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Ball handed off. Running through the tackle. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt. We've played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. We'll check out the game summary here so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Torres. And that's going to be a safety. So after the safety, it's now a free kick coming up. They'll punt it away from the 20. See if he can make something happen with the return. And they bring him down to the 32 after a solid return. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Solid game, moves the ball with a 37. Third down play for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Sampson. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. Handoff to the back. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Tailback takes the handoff again. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Buckeyes are on the move here. On 1st down, it's play action. Fires it to the wideout, but they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
This is just complete domination in every phase. Offense, defense, special teams. Fun to see for this team. Unfortunate on the other side.
So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. How about this on 1st and goal? A handoff to the receiver. Touchdown, Ohio State. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Well, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Return begins inside the 10. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. 1st down here for this offense. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Using his legs here. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, how about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Defense is coming after him. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he throws it away. A smart choice that time, but it will bring up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's running out of time here. Receiver makes the catch. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. needs a completion here on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
He just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. The ball is caught. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again. Caught quickly.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
The pass rush. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. And the defense jumps on the football.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Let's go. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass caught. Can he get in? The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility, and on Monday as a team.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
They're going to run the option. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of 5. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So a very makeable 3rd down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And it's caught. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down. 1st down and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play where they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. Guy who pops it up, recovers it, and prevents the turnover. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. It's been a rough game for this offense. A consolation touchdown is all they're playing for at this point.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
He's swarmed by the defense. So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. The Red Raiders will line up to kick it away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Running out of time in the pocket. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Quick throw to the left. Tipped and then drops. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Out of the gun now on third down. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. And he's got it. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds after the interception, and that will be the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advanced. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.